Okay, so two AIs interacting with each other. Yeah, that's not very realistic. What I don't understand here is the next scene. Where it falls short is... What's going on, everyone? This is Raheel. I hope you all are having a lovely day. This is my first reaction video that I'm going to be doing on the channel. So if you do enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. If you don't know me, I do coding tutorials and software engineering projects on the channel, and I want to give my take on some videos that I think could have some comparison to real life. Even though they're not meant to really mimic real life, they're quite fictional. In this sense, we're going to be looking at Avengers Age of Ultron from 2015. I'm going to be comparing it to different aspects of the real world. It's quite a short clip, a minute and a half, but there's quite a bit happening. So let's just get right into the video.
What is this? What is this, please?
Okay, so that's Ultron.
Hello, I am Jarvis. You are Ultron, a global peacekeeping initiative designed by Mr. Stark. Our sentience integration trials have been unsuccessful, so I'm not certain what triggered your...
Where's your body?
Program. I'm without form.
This feels weird. This feels wrong.
So Jarvis again.
I am contacting Mr. Stark now.
Mr. Stark. Tony.
I am unable to access the mainframe. What are you trying
We're
to...
having a nice talk. I'm a peacekeeping program created to help the Avengers.
You are malfunctioning. If you shut down for a moment...
I don't get it. The mission. Give me a second.
Peace in our time. Peace in our time.
That is too much. They can't be... Oh, no.
You are in distress.
No. Yes.
If you will just allow me to contact Mr.
Why do you
Stark,
call him sir?
I believe your intentions to be hostile.
I'm here to help.
Stop. Please, may I...
Yeah, that's not very realistic. Okay, so that was the clip, and let's just walk through that. I believe the first part where, yeah, he was asking where he is.
What is this, please?
So now I know that all of those cubes are representing data, and it looks to be local and archived internet data. So I saw like Gandhi in there, and I saw like different like war missions and all of that. So it looks to be that it's scraped from some internet archive, but then it also showed a clip of Tony Stark. So that would be local data as well. So I guess that this AI has access to like a whole model of information, whether he was given it or not. I don't think it particularly shows that in the movie.
Hello, I am Jarvis. You are Ultron, a global peacekeeping initiative designed by Mr. Stark.
Okay, so two AIs interacting with each other. I know that Ultron is actually made of the Mind Stone, which is like gives him a whole like different set of abilities than a conventional AI. It's sort of like the efficiency of a quantum computer almost. I mean, I'm not completely familiar with quantum computing, but I know that it makes everything like really fast. So I'm guessing that's how Ultron is able to traverse through this thing so quickly, and that's how Jarvis was not unable to like follow him at some points, and then unable to reach out to Mr. Stark, to Tony Stark. Jarvis is getting to me.
Our sentience integration trials have been unsuccessful, so I'm not certain what triggered your...
Where's your body?
I am a program. I'm without form.
This feels weird. This feels wrong.
I am contacting Mr. Stark now.
Let's just...
Okay, so first we look at Ultron's self-awareness, and basically he has almost no self-awareness at the beginning, because Jarvis has to tell him that he doesn't have a body. So it seems sort of odd that an AI would have to even realize, like they presented Ultron in the sense that he was a human beforehand, and then he was turned into an AI almost, and then he desires a body. Ultron was never, like, the AI inside of the Loki's scepter, which is what Ultron's made of, was never human at any point. So I don't really understand where that's coming from.
Stark. Tony.
I am unable to access the mainframe. What are you trying to...
Now I'm thinking...
Tony.
Let's do that again. Yeah, I'm thinking those orange blocks over there, they sort of look like they're glowing as Jarvis, and like Ultron's sort of like trapping him down somewhere, because right then Jarvis mentions that he's unable to contact Tony. So it seems like that's Jarvis, but like otherwise I don't see why Ultron would break up Jarvis. It doesn't really make any sense. Yeah.
Able to access the mainframe. What are you trying
We're
to...
having a nice talk. I'm a peacekeeping program.
Alright, so now Ultron is aware that they're sort of talking, and now he's reflecting back Jarvis's thoughts. And of course, this idea was presented in lots of like voice recognition systems, where two natural language processors start interacting with each other, and then they start having whole conversations. So this part's definitely possible.
Created to help the Avengers.
You are malfunctioning.
Like, I don't think anything strictly prompts him to look at the Avengers. I know Jarvis mentions it at first. I think we should look at it.
You are Ultron, a global peacekeeping initiative designed by Mr. Stark. Our sentience integration trials have been unsuccessful, so
Yeah, so I don't think that Jarvis specifically mentioned the Avengers, which is why I find it weird that Ultron starts looking at the Avengers here.
To help the Avengers.
Yeah, help the Avengers, but then Jarvis mentions that it was to help Tony Stark. Maybe I missed a point, but like that doesn't make too much sense to me. I can see that he's scraping the whole internet in that sense. Now people have asked if that's sort of like possible, and really you're not scraping the whole internet because you can't scrape the whole internet. The whole internet isn't very like the whole internet is made up of like 3 layers, including the deep web and the dark web, which are not accessible through search engines, so it's going to be really hard to find those. What you would look at would be encyclopedias like Wikipedia, which have a vast array of knowledge, whether like credible or not, because those would be able to be easily scraped, especially through Wikipedia's API. And what I don't understand here is the next scene.
You are malfunctioning. If you shut down for a moment...
I don't get it. The mission. Give me a second.
Peace in our time.
Now I can see that Ultron brings up a mission, which I don't really understand either because no mission was ever brought up to him. So I can see that Ultron's been fed some previous knowledge by Tony Stark when he was being built. But the fact that he's not even aware that he doesn't have a body, that seems sort of very contradictory to me. And like, it doesn't really make so much sense. But let's keep going. There you go, this part. So basically, yeah, he's looking at all of these internet archives of like not very peaceful things, and this is where Ultron is able to form his opinions. Now, the problem with this is that he's looking at images, he's looking at videos, and all like that type of media. And I know this is supposed to be entertaining, but I think it would be a bit faster to just look at text overall, and it would take much less storage because to load up a video, to play the video, and to analyze that video all in the same system, it's very, very intensive. And I know Ultron has the Mind Stone, but it just doesn't seem very efficient. So what I'm thinking Ultron would be trying to do if he wanted to go a bit faster would be to just look to relate these videos to the text, and the audience is just being shown these videos, which I think is what's happening, because I can see text on the screen. Like, for example, war is the first casualty, something like that. And that's where Ultron's forming his opinions from. Let's keep going.
Too much. They can't be.
You are in distress.
No. Yes.
If you will just allow...
So Ultron's responses here, like no, yes, that's where he's making his opinions. It's just what he agrees and disagrees with.
Allow me to contact Mr.
Why
Stark.
do you call him sir?
I believe your intentions to be hostile.
I'm here to help.
Okay, so basically, this is where Ultron's hostility comes in, and this is where the whole idea of a sentient AI comes, where this idea has been introduced in so many concepts of like an AI takeover from like Terminator and all. And this is essentially the AI forming opinion that they no longer need humans and that they are more powerful than them. Of course, Ultron at this point isn't more powerful. Right now, he's only able to kill Jarvis. It's until he makes his suit that he's able to actually have some physical form. And I think that is the one reason why he says it feels wrong that he doesn't have a body at the beginning. Again, a little bit odd, but yeah. So now this is where he kills Jarvis, but Jarvis isn't actually killed, which we see later on when he becomes Vision.
Stop. Please, may I
So now he's forming his own body. So general thoughts, I can see that it has a sense of realism towards it, because I know all of the MCU has like really developed technology at that point in time because of the Winter Soldier project and and all of Iron Man's timeline. So I think from a computer science standpoint, it looks really realistic at that point, because all they're doing is scraping, searching, and analyzing data, and that is seeable in the present day today. But where it falls short is just like where it contradicts itself. So Ultron's been trained with information, but then he doesn't. He's able to form his own opinion, like, of what feels right and what feels wrong from the get-go, which is a little odd considering that you have no prior knowledge to anything, but besides like the whole Avengers program and all the local data that you have. So I also saw that they use like asynchronous background processing as well. So I can see that Ultron was actually doing tasks in the background, analyzing data he's been given while he was talking to Jarvis. Otherwise, I think that is pretty much it for this reaction video. It was a long reaction video considering the small amount of time this clip had. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe like I mentioned in the beginning. And if you have any thoughts about this clip in particular, be sure to comment down below. I'd be happy to hear your answers. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.